Hi there, everybody. Stephen here from the Aroundtable. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today I'll be talking about the latest release from Joe Bonamassa. His latest album is called Breakthrough. It is comprised of 10 tracks and it is produced with longtime collaborator Kevin Shirley. If Kevin Shirley sounds familiar, he is the producer from Journey, Iron Maiden, and the Black Rose, and also Black Country Commune, which Joe Bonamassa is a part of. So, what can I say? I call him the master of the blues, and there's no one better at this point. I'm going to have to change that statement. He is the master of music. This album has blues, rock, a little bit of funk, a little bit of soul, southern country tinges here and there. It's a melting pot. The storytelling that he does is a lot better. The title Breakthrough, it's one of the singles, Have a Hammer, Break the Walls. This is an album about breakthroughs in different forms. I'll take the blame. Him ending a relationship, he's taking accountability instead of blaming the other person. Say, oh, this person did this. They're the reason. He is owning up to it. He had that breakthrough that he is responsible and he's accountable, just as much as the other person. He is accountable. Um, Drive by the exit sign is basically, it's not a really car ride. It's an emotional journey of taking your baggage, leaving it somewhere, and going forward. You know, shake this ground is about trying to save a relationship, having that breakthrough that hey, things are not right. We need to shake things up. We need to do something together. Reconnect. That breakthrough of realizing hey, we can either let each other go. I don't want to let go. We got to fix it. Still walking with me is the gratitude of your partner, no matter what you've thrown at them, that they're still by your side and not just taking it for granted. Being grateful and having gratitude for that is really phenomenal. Um, what else? There's other lyrics on here that have gotten to me. Pain on me, pains on me. Where he had everything, he lost everything. He's never had the blues this bad. He realizes that what he's done, that breakthrough. So the breakthrough theme is throughout. What's the other one? Life After Dark. I know I can't pray you away. There's no simple goodbyes. A new beginning awaits when I turn out the lights. It's all about having these breakthroughs in different forms. And I thought it's very interesting. He's a great songwriter. The way he tells the story, like I said, drive by the exit sign seems like it's about a road trip, but it's really about the trip of life and your relationships, and then where sometimes you have to make these shifts. And if you want things to work or move forward, you can't dwell with the past. You got to throw the baggage outside. So he's kind of saying, at this exit, let's purge and let's move forward. And that's what a lot of this album is. It's not very dark and brooding. It's understanding what has gone wrong and taking it as a form of gratitude to say, hey, I'm learning from this and I'm getting better at this. Hopefully getting better at this. He even mentions that I don't have all the answers. He says that. And that's I think it's very, very interesting how he says that. It's coming up with a full fledged. He doesn't. He's still searching. He's having breakthroughs, and I think that's a phenomenal theme throughout this record. Broken record about his life on the road, what he's seen. Um, I've been lost on this road for too long. I've been lost in the wilderness for too long, singing the same old song. Breaking down inside the broken glass of my shattered life, breathing the autumn air. The whole world stops if you stand and stare. You know, very, very. I think it's well written. This album, well played. Of course, he's known as a predominantly a blues artist. I think he is. This is his most accessible album. I think anybody who just likes a good sounding album, executed album, playing wise, singing wise, I think this is one of his best vocal deliveries. He is now comfortable, I think, as a singer, just as he's comfortable being a guitar player. I think he has now come to realization he is a singer and a guitar player, and now he's really throwing some really good vocals on here. The playing, of course, is outstanding. The riffing on here is outstanding. No one will ever take that away from him. I used to say he's the master of the blues. I'm going to just say he is now a master artist, delivering another stellar album. I don't know how he does it with his touring schedule, his other projects. You know, he's with Beth Hart, Black Country Communion. He does it all. He has a hectic touring schedule. I'm not sure where he finds the time and energy to construct albums of this caliber. He's continually evolving, creating an album that has the emotional weight, and the playing matches that emotional weight. So you're involved and immersed into this journey of these 10 tracks. And this, again, like I said, this is probably the most accessible album of his career. So people who are not into strictly the blues can get into this album. People who are not strictly into southern tinged rock can get into this. There's something for everyone. Everybody's had breakthroughs. Everybody's had a bad relationship. This is something that is identifiable, and that, again, like he mentions, he doesn't have all the answers, is refreshing. And I'm very grateful that I have this album. If anybody knows Joe Bonamassa and Chemistry, thank you very much for this outstanding release again. Like I said, I used to say he's the master of the blues. I'm going to say he's the master of music. He's really evolving. This is why I do this. I hope somebody listens to this and picks it up and gets the same joy that I'm getting. And this is Stephen from the Roundtable with my thoughts on Breakthrough, the latest release of the one and only Joe Bonamassa. And I'll be seeing you soon, guys.